Oh man, party foul. The fridge door has opened and creamer bottle fell out and everything else. Looks like we must not have watched the fridge. Dang it.
We are taking our truck camper on the El Camino del Diablo trail in southern Arizona. It's about 130 miles of off-road goodness. It goes through an Air Force base and a preserve and a whole bunch of other stuff. And we will be taking you along on the journey to see how it works to take a huge truck camper on this off-road route.
There are a few things you want to know before going on this trail. You do need to get a permit from Luke Airforce Base. They have a website you can go to. And then when you come onto the trail, you do check in and you designate how long you're going to be on the trail and which sections of the area you're going to be in, so they know, because it is a testing site for the Air Force. And I don't believe we go over that section of the track, but we do get pretty close to it. So obviously there's going to be airplanes and they do other things in this area, which you probably don't want to be very close to.
Yeah, there is some live ammunition that can be found throughout the area. There's actually two different routes into this route. So this is the longer route that we're taking, but there is a shorter route if you want to go that way, and it bypasses, I guess, some of the more rough terrain. Yeah. And you can also run the route either way, east to west, west to east, and you can go from the Ajo side towards Yuma, or as we are doing it, from Yuma towards Ajo. So come along for the journey. Let's see what we can find.
You hear the rocks crushing under the truck. That was easy. Here comes Peter. He's enjoying the drive. Found the mine. This is the Fortuna mine. That is probably a couple miles into the trail. We're gonna go up and explore it just a little bit more.
The mine! It's a pretty good view too.
It is. It's beautiful.
It's a good place to work. You get a
heck yeah.
amazing mountainside view here.
See a little bit of Yuma off in the distance.
Big old mountain hills.
Really nice. Looks like we found the mine shaft. It looks pretty deep too. They put these barbed wire fences around them.
Yeah, it got filled in though. Interesting. Imagine trying to pull 70 tons out of the ground every single day. That's insane. And it says the wear was intensive and there were several blacksmith shops and machine shops. Most prominent was the machine shop located on the top of the mining hill. Contained 2 forges and a bench that was operated continuously by 3 men. And they had an epic view too. Throw that in.
So we found the main shaft and it is huge. They have it all barricaded off.
Covering the mine shaft was a 40 to 50 foot structure composed of iron and wood known as the gallows frame. Men and equipment were lowered and raised in the mine shaft on platforms via a system of stream-driven pulleys. There are actually 2 shafts near the location. The original shaft was approximately 800 feet deep. We're looking for the pipe. A 14-mile pipe that ran from the Gila River to the huge reservoir up here, which supposedly had 1 million gallons of water in it. Seems unlikely, but it was large, and we're going to check that out next.
See where the old pipes used to come in. What do you think?
You can see it basically uses one side of the mountain, and then they just built a rock retaining wall around it and sealed it off. It actually looks like it's pretty well sealed off all the way around.
It's quite a large thing.
So they'd pump all the water from the river, 14 miles, dump it into this dude, and it was something like 45 by 30. And then they also had an old mine shaft that was abandoned that they filled with emergency water, which supposedly was around 200,000 gallons, along with the supposed 1 million gallons of water held here. So as far as the mines that we've been to, they seem to be one of the best stocked for water of any of them. But I guess it was the most successful mine in Arizona, with over 123 ounces of gold that they dug out of this thing. Pretty impressive. And 1 year, it was over 20,000 ounces of gold in 1900. So they had some really good years up here. And then when the vein ran out, they kept digging and there was no more to be found. They probably spent more money digging to find the vein than they did pulling all the gold out. So they probably should have stopped while they're ahead. So this next section of road is actually really nice. It's just sandy wash. It's got a little bit of corrugation to it, but you know, we're driving about 30 or so, and it's really smooth. It's really nice compared to that front section that was super rocky, and it was a bit of technical driving getting through that, and we were kind of rallying it through that section, which is probably why our fridge door came open, so that was exciting. We had a fun mess to clean up there.
I'm really disappointed about the creamer I lost.
Yeah, coffee won't be the same.
Danger. Military reservation, unexploded ordnance, laser range in use, do not enter. It's obviously the zone. We must be going next to the military testing grounds. So it's about 25 miles from what I understand through this section. And it looks like it's just sand. We've been told that it gets kind of rutted out a little bit further down, but nothing too crazy.
There's some corrugated washy sections here. They're really kind of sandy, but they're also a little bumpy. But they're kind of fun too at the same time. Woo! Bumpers, yeah!
Found a little washed section. It's kind of fun.
We talked to this one guy about the driving this route with a truck camper, and he said he drove this whole way at 3 miles an hour. So just to test it out, figured we'd see what 3 miles an hour felt like. It feels really slow. So slow. And it's no more bumpy than going at 30, so all right, time to go fast.
Playing on the road again. The truck's doing really, really well. We have been checking the fridge a little bit just to make sure things are staying put, and so far things are staying put.
Looks like we're going to be crossing the mountain range here, coming up, and really hard to see, but on the right hand side you can actually see the border wall between Arizona and Mexico. Crazy.
Going through the pass, it's actually very beautiful through here. Peter found some place to play. It's a bit sandy up here. You can see there's some caves up over there at the top. We've been finding these caves all over here. This used to be an Indian foot traffic path. I kind of wonder, Peter's actually wondering if maybe they dug out some of the mountainside either to stay in during their travels, or maybe they lived up here, who knows?
Got into the sandy wash. This is quite sandy and a little bumpy at the same time.
Kind of weird.
And we're heading up through the range of mountains. All right, we just crossed out of the military area into the wildlife reserve. And it looks the exact same, but maybe we'll find some really cool wildlife out here. You never know. The road has gotten a bit more sandy, a little bit of deep sections here and there, but really nice drive actually out here.
There's a speed sign.
Oh, and there's a speed sign. We are only going 25 miles an hour. No faster.
Looks like we found a little house on the road, and it's at the first campground in the tanks. Let's go ahead and see if there's anyone inside.
Hey! Who's at my door?
P545.
It's a little cabin. It's got a little fireplace, and it's got a log so you can sign in if you've been here before, and a little picnic table. It's kind of a neat little shelter. I wonder what the history of this
Interesting.
thing was. It says the Tule Well Casita, built with pride by the engineering squadron of the Luke Airforce Base in 1989. There you go. Pretty
Well,
cool.
It does look pretty cool. Let's go see what else we can find. Look at this amazing thing. What is it?
Well, you got a wind generator, solar panel, and there's a well with a storage tank, and apparently they have it available for water to use. I don't know, there's no signs on it, so maybe for people traveling if they need water. Really cool. Must have been kind of expensive to install that, but pretty cool for the little campground here. Maybe it's for the campers.
That's so nice of them.
Yeah.
So we walked up to the top of this hill. There's this really awesome American flag.
Really
And-
neat monuments. Look at that.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of different troops, different years. 89, 41. Looks like it's dedicated to different parties. Pretty neat and amazing view from up here.
It is. It's really quiet out here. I think we'll camp here tonight before moving on. Peter and I found an awesome parking spot for the night. So he's gonna move the truck up here and we're gonna have 360-degree views of this beautiful area. This is where we like to be. Best view ever. Looks a little tipsy right there. Ooh.
King of the mountain. Had to do it because we climbed all the way up here. It's a long way.
See, there's our truck.
Found our camping spot for the night. Can you reach the door, babe?
Yeah, I'll work it out. It's fine. Here we go.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
No problem.
Well, small sacrifices in life. Check out this view, though.
It's great.
There's a little wind, but my goodness, it is epical views around here. Oh, man. Thanks for watching part 1 of El Camino del Diablo. Stay tuned next week where we conclude the rest of the trail and see what type of trouble we can get ourselves into. Thanks for watching and give us a thumbs up. We'll catch you later. Thanks so much.
An apple fritter.
Oh man, this is the best way to start a trail. Apple fritters.
Adventure day with fritters.